Good morning. Hope you're doing well today. Happy Labor Day to those of you in the United States watching this. This is Earl Bryant coming at you from the New York City suburbs of Long Island. And it's time for another Pearl from Earl, where it is my mission to educate, edify, and encourage excellence in every area of your life. Today's Pearl I call Keeping It Real the Right Way. In recent times, there has been a saying making the rounds called just keeping it real, just keeping it real. People talk about keeping it real, and it's basically another way of saying something that I heard growing up as a child, which was just telling it like it is. And there are people who disparage that saying, claiming that in some quarters, keeping it real keeps you broke. I've heard people say, even recently, that keeping it real keeps things just like they are. And I tend to agree to a point. But I am here to submit to you that just like a coin, there's more than one side to the story. And to illustrate, let me tell you a little bit of something about my story. December 23rd of 2011 was my father's 76th birthday. And I celebrated the occasion with a visit to an urgent care facility in Charlotte, North Carolina. I won't go into the particulars about that visit. I put them in a prior video, but I will tell you this. I was in bad shape. My head was swollen, my feet and my hands were swollen. I had fluid retention in my wrists and ankles. I was feeling so much pressure in my body that I felt like I was going to explode at any time. And the numbers in my vitals weren't good. My pulse was around triple digits. My blood pressure was 170 over 110, and I weighed 260 pounds. And when you're 5 feet, 8 1/4 inches, that's a problem. Well, the doctor looked over my vitals, and she kept it real with me. She told me point blank 8 words that changed my life, shook me to my core, and gave me a wake-up call. Her words were these, and I quote, "Sir, you are a candidate for a stroke." Now, she kept it real with me in an entirely different way than most people here. What she said to me without saying it was this: "This is how things stand right now. If you keep going the way you're going, you will not be going much longer. Understand this, at the time, it was my father's 76th birthday. I had a 14-year-old son and an 8-year-old daughter. I was not yet 50. What that doctor told me, in effect, was if you don't make some changes like yesterday, you're going to be yesterday. You're going to be history. You will be permanently horizontal before you hit the big 5-0. It will not happen for you." So she kept it real with me and let me know I was at a crossroads and I had some hard choices to make. I had to decide what I had wanted to do going forward. And because I made those hard choices, you are watching me right now. Because if I kept it real the way most people think of keeping it real, I wouldn't be here right now and you wouldn't be watching me. That is why I say to you that just like a coin, there is more than one way to keep it real. Now, I like to describe it this way. There's a right way to keep it real, and there's a wrong way to keep it real. Now, most people know about the wrong way to keep it real. The kind that can be described by the old Doris Day song, "Que sera, sera, whatever will be, the future is not ours to see, que sera, sera." Or Bruce Hornsby and the Range sang a song called "That's the Way It Is, Some Things Will Never Change." Well, people take the attitude that the way things are is the way things have always been, and that's the way things will always be. So there's really no point in doing anything about it. Just let things happen. Just take it as it comes. And they wind up like the dead fish floating down the river belly up, subject to the whims of wherever the river is going to take it. That's one way to keep it real. In other words, that's the basic excuse for people who don't want to do anything. They just want to let things happen and just hope things work out for the best. But more often than not, they don't. The other way to keep it real is the way that I was confronted with, the one that I had to come to grips with. And that keep it real says, this is the way things stand right now. This is not the way things have always been. This does not have to be the way things will always be. But if you want things to be different going forward than they are right now, you need to make some changes. You gotta make some decisions. You gotta make some commitments. They might not be easy to make at first, but in the long run, they're necessary. And for those of you who didn't see my prior video, I'll give you the short story. I weighed 260 pounds in December of 2011. By December 2012, I weighed 188 pounds. In the 6 years since, I lopped off another 8 pounds. So I stand here in front of you, or sit here in front of you, at 180, and my target weight is between 180 and 185, and that's where I'm staying because I made some deliberate choices. Okay? So what I'm telling you is this. In your life, there's more than one way to keep it real. There's what I call the right way to keep it real, which means this is the way things stand right now. But they don't always have to be this way, and I can make some changes to bring it about, to make things different. And there's the wrong way that says, there's nothing I can do about it, I might as well just take it as it comes and hope things work out for the best. And the dividing line between the right way and the wrong way, in my opinion, is 3 words: subject to change. And some of you have seen in disclaimers regarding commercials or regarding certain business transactions, you'll see the terms subject to change at any time. Well, that can be true of your life. There are things in your life that are going on that can be subject to change at any time. Or even, as some would say, subject to change without notice. But in your case, you can serve notice and you can make the change that you need to make in order to have the life that you want to have. And that, in effect, is today's Pearl for Pearl, is that there's a right way to keep it real and there's a wrong way to keep it real. Now, it is my hope that you got some value out of what I've just shared with you, the information that I've just brought across to you. And if you have, and you're on Facebook, do me the honor of giving me a like. If you're on YouTube, give me a thumbs up. And in either case, please feel free to share this video with other people that you believe can benefit from the information that you have just heard. And I would also like to point out that this is one of the many lessons that I have learned not only through life, but has been reinforced by a community of people that I have come to admire and appreciate very much. They have shown me not only how to rebuild and develop my mindset, but also to build a skill set that could serve others as well as myself and help me to improve personally and professionally in every area of my life. If you would like to know more about this organization and this community of people that I'm referring to, please indicate your interest in the comments and I will get back to you as soon as possible and let you know how to get in touch with them so that you can find out more about them and maybe they can help you as much as they've helped me. This has been another Pearl for Earl from the New York City suburbs of Long Island, aka Strong Island. And until the next time when I see you right back out there, you have a blessed day and you take care. Bye for now.